Hello there. So, if you saw today's ISC, there was a section about 20 seconds long that really caught my attention about repairing soft def ships. So, it's this little clip.
Most people don't know that you can get repaired from soft def now. Obviously, you won't be in a safe place if you got put into soft def, so the SRV is going to come along, tow your ship to a safe location where it can get repaired. It's like a car recovery vehicle if you break down on the motorway sort of thing.
It can be towed back to a spaceport, and then that ship can be repaired back to a state of flight.
What? That was my reaction. I was like, excuse me? You can repair soft def ships? I'm going to have to go ahead and jump in the server and test that out, so that was the plan. I made way over here to Pyro because it kind of looks pretty, so I thought I would do the testing over here in Pyro. Now, I'm not going to do any weird pulling the ship through Quantum. These are going to be the three ships we're going to use. We're going to use the Blade to destroy the A1, and A1 is going to be our soft def ship, and SRV is going to be the ship we're going to use to push it onto the pad. Now, as I said, I'm not going to do any fancy stuff. We're not going to tow it from another place in the star system. The ship, the SRV, is very much broken, and a lot of the mechanics do not work, which is a real shame. There's a large list of things that are broken with the ship. So first off, we need to make sure the ship is in a soft def state. I'm going to go ahead and make sure gravity isn't on. There we go, yep, so the ship is in a soft state. So next thing is we need to stick it on the pad. Now, on the long list of things that are broken with this SRV, it doesn't act like any other tractor beam in the game. So I kind of have to use the ship to push it back because I can't push or pull or rotate the ship. So it's a bit of a pain to try and get it on the pad here on my first attempt. Later on I find a better way to do this, so I need to try and get it in the middle of the pad so that it recognises the ship on the pad and brings up the repair menu that we're looking for. There we are. Right, so here we are back in A1. Let's find out if you can repair soft state ship. No, it doesn't even recognise that it's damaged or anything. We have this menu, so it recognises there's a ship on the pad, otherwise we wouldn't even have this menu, so I don't know what's happened here. So I thought maybe it's because the ship's not got its landing gear down. Maybe that is a reason. So I removed the ship from the pad and I go ahead and jump in the ship to put the landing gear down. Now, unfortunately, it does nothing. You can't put the landing gear down, which is, I kind of feel like you should be able to. If the hydraulics for lifts and ramps work, then the hydraulics for the landing gear, I think, should work, but it doesn't, so yeah. Even if the ship has its landing gear down, when you blow up, it goes up, so that was a dead end. So I'm going to go ahead and put it back on the middle of the pad. I'm going to try and repair it again. Maybe taking off the pad and putting it back on will have some effect. So I went ahead and did that. Had no effect. So the next plan was, can I push it into a hangar and store the ship? And
initiating ship storage procedure.
yeah, a bit trespassing. And same issue here where I can't push it backwards, which I wasn't very happy about.
Welcome to the ASOC Vehicle Retrieval System.
And there it is, destroyed. So I didn't store the ship. I don't know if that's because it got stored weirdly, so I'm going to try it again. I'm going to try it with a different ship because the A1, I can't reload the bombs on the A1, so I think maybe the ship's broken, so I think, well, let's try a different ship. So I'll go ahead and soft def that one and stick it right in the middle of the pad so that the services recognise it. And same effect. same as A1, so it's not the case of the A1. So I landed on the pad with SRV and it didn't work. And SRV has half attack of Quatanium, so that should pop up for me to refuel, and it doesn't, so I try another pad. No such luck. So then it occurs to me, well, if that pad doesn't work, that pad doesn't work. I did try the other two pads and the hangar, and I had the same effect. I guess the refueling services, repair services are not tied into the ship or turned on, whatever. So I decide, well, let's go ahead and try another station. So I decide to head off towards Arca 1 because obviously a bit annoying that I wasted all that time on a station that doesn't even work. But we head over to Arca 1 in all its kind of greeny marvel. Hopefully it's green for go and it'll work. Land on the pad, check the services, and we're in luck. They're not all read out. So once again, I grab some more ships. I have a prowler to blow up the turtle, and the turtle's got the terrapin is going to be our donor ship that we're going to repair, and obviously we have our SRV. So first things first, I'm going to have to go ahead and blow up the turtle, put it in a soft state. Terrapin rather. No hull to scrape, which is weird. That ship blows up, it gives you no hull. So once again, I'm going to stick it in the middle of the pad. I'm a bit too high here, I didn't realise, so the gravity hasn't caught the ship, so I've got to go down a bit so the gravity grabs it. That Discord was on my video here, so it's not your Discord, just went beep if you just heard that. So let's see, does the turtle, will it repair, as we have a working repair facilities at this pad? Oh, promising. It recognises it, we can click the button. Now I do try a couple more times to repair it. Every time I click it, it goes red for a while and then eventually goes unread. It takes the money as well. Every time I click repair, it takes the money. So I go ahead and try the SRV on the pad to make sure the facilities are actually working. As you can see, we're refueling, so that is not an issue. The pads do work. So next test, I've got myself a little Drake cutter. I'm going to go ahead and damage it first to make sure the repair facilities work on this pad and that this ship can be repaired. So we'll see if this works here. Which it does. So we go ahead and do the same we did with the barrel ship and we blow up. Although I'm going to blow up on the pad this time. I'm not going to mess around with the SRV. We're going to remove that from the whole equation. I don't think that has any effect, but... And... Still no repair. There's no red text at the bottom there like saying repairing or anything like that. And I try a couple more times again, no effect. Interestingly, can refuel. So you can repair your ship in its soft state to death. You can't fly it, so whatever. Now the plan is here, I'm going to try and hover it above the pad. Now I have to use my alt account here because if you get the seat in the SRV, the tractor beam turns off, so I had to log my alt account in on another computer to hover myself above the pad here. Because I thought maybe the bottom of the ship's clipping through the pad or it's vibrating and moving and that's having some effect that it's refusing to repair because of that. I don't know, I'm grabbing straws here, but once again, takes the money, doesn't repair the ship. So I'm kind of like, oh, what else is there to do now? I can't think of any other way to repair the ship. I do still want to try and get the ship into a hangar and store it, which is once again is a complete pain in the ass because you can't push or pull the tractor beam like you would in a long tractor beam, like a normal handheld one, or the ones that are on ships like the Caterpillar or the A1, sorry, the C1, not the A1. Those tractor beams can push and pull stuff, but SRV1 can't. It can't rotate or anything, so bit of a pain. For some reason I don't get the trespassing warning this time. It's bugged. Yay for a bug that actually works in my favour. So the plan is I'm going to heal the station. Hopefully that will store the ship because it's on the pad,
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
which it does. Fantastic. Now, unfortunately, it did store the ship, but it's still destroyed, so I can't spawn it, so can't do anything. So it does appear that you cannot repair a soft-stated ship in the current version of the game. It might work on their servers, it might work on a branch that they're working on that's not integrated into live or something. Unfortunately, that would have been really cool if you could, but it doesn't. So if you liked the video, thumbs up, thumbs down, sub, all that stuff, comments, and blah blah blah. Thanks for watching.